This is a completely pointless release. Cars on the Road merchandise started coming out 2 months ago, and in that time we've already received 3 color changers of regular Road Trip Lightning McQueen and 1 of Rumbler Lightning McQueen. Now each of these have been released in different ways. This is out in a pack with Guido, this is out in a playset, the Whale Car Wash set, and now we have this one out as a single. While this is a completely pointless thing to do, when Cars on the Road has so many new characters and new character variants you could be releasing instead of just making a regular McQueen in 3 different ways, I do kind of commend Mattel for making the McQueen different each time. I expected them to just do a straight up repack of one of these two, but no, they made this McQueen different, and they tried to make him special by having him change to silver. But he's plastic, and that's obviously not going to work out very well. Anyway, guys, welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Color Changer Road Trip Lightning McQueen, the 4th McQueen color changer from on the road, because we have these two, we have this one, and now, of course, we also have Rumbler McQueen, who I reviewed yesterday, and is kind of just a disaster of a car. And it's really sad to say that, but that was easily one of the most disappointing items I've ever reviewed here on the channel. Go check out that review if you haven't yet. But yeah, another Road Trip McQueen, completely pointless release. We could be getting so many more interesting color changers from on the road, but no, we just get McQueen again. I really like his artwork here. This is actually the only one of these McQueens that shows his on the road artwork, since of course the 2-pack or the Car and Pity with water sprayer packs show a render of the diecast, and of course this guy came in a playset, so there's not any artwork there. By the way, I still don't get why they included this McQueen with the playset when it would have been the perfect opportunity to release a color changers of Ivy. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. They built the Whale Car Wash so that it could fit a monster truck. You don't release bigger color changers. Would have been the perfect place to put Ivy. But no, they put in McQueen, who in the episode, now we know, doesn't even go into the car wash. So, yeah. Anyway, I do like how you can see McQueen here being sprayed and turned to silver, but this silver certainly looks a little misleading compared to this silver, doesn't it? As I said in my review of Dat's Jammin', who is also silver in the series, yeah, you can't really make plastic metallic. Metallic literally has metal as the first 5 letters of it, okay? You can't really pull off metallic plastic all that well, especially when it's supposed to change to a different color. And while this McQueen already does look a bit shinier than your typical plastic car, it's definitely not going to be as shiny as that nice chrome look he has there, which is really a shame. It's obvious they knew, okay, well, we released these 2 other versions of Road Trip McQueen color changers. What do we do to make this one special? Oh, I know, we'll make him silver. Well, yeah, well, that's a cool concept, but in execution, it is just not going to work out. Road Trip Lightning McQueen, you can see him red and silver. I gotta say, it would have been nice if he changes to something other than red. These two both change to red. Well, this changes to red, and this changes to a really sort of ugly purple color that they mislead you into thinking is meant to be red. I sure hope that doesn't happen with this guy. Let's hope he actually changes to a regular looking red. Anyway, let's just pop him out here. There we go. Here is this McQueen out of the package. He's joining the armada. He's joining the slowly growing army. And he actually has a bit of a different expression. He's looking down a bit, which I think maybe looks a little bit better than the expression on these two. Of course, he continues the problem that all of these recent color changers have, where you could very clearly tell the eyes are stickers, which is really unfortunate, or the eyes are a sticker. Definitely not as bad as some other cars where you could just sort of see another color, the color of the paint seeping through the sticker. Here, you don't get that, but still, it is kind of unfortunate that these designs are stickers, especially when most of the other decals aren't, with the exception of his On the Road logo, which for some reason is a sticker on all 3 of these. Nowadays, we rarely ever get stickers for decals on color changers. Usually it's all printed on and it all looks really good, but why do they keep making the eyes and these logos stickers? I I don't get it. I think it's something that's honestly really unfortunate. And yeah, you can see just how non-metallic this guy is. He's just kind of a flat gray, which is exactly what I was expecting. He looks, again, he looks a little shiny at certain angles. See, that looks a little bit shiny, a little metallic, but yeah, he's just a flat gray. 95 on the side, of course. Little 95 on the back. There's a look at the other side. There's a look at the base, and now let's bring this guy to the water. There's really not much to say about him. You've seen me review this McQueen 2 times before, and now he's just in a different color. Alright, so we've got our warm water and our cold water. Let's test this out. Dip him in here first, see if he changes at all. Yeah, no, not at all. Not really, at least. Yeah, just like I thought, obviously this guy is not going to be silver. You could say it's misleading advertising with that artwork there, but you could easily tell that this McQueen is not going to be silver. That's just unfortunately not how it works. He is gray, he is a little shiny, but he's not as silver as you may want him to be because it's impossible to make one of these metallic. I think he looks fine. I think he looks perfectly fine. And again, he does look a little shiny, but then again, basically anything looks shiny if you hold it up to light in a certain way. But yeah, I think he looks perfectly fine in this form. He does look a little silver. It's just not this like super shiny silver. So he's painted silver, just not like metallic silver, if that makes any sense. Now let's dip him in red and... oh my gosh. It works! Yes! Oh, this looks great! Oh my gosh! Wait, that looks so good. If you guys saw my review of this McQueen, you would know I was very disappointed to see that he looks like this when you put him in water. This weird sort of ugly purple color with weird blue still showing through. And this McQueen has a very light red. This McQueen has a darker red in between these two that honestly is pretty accurate to the show, I've got to say. A lot of promo art of McQueen from On the Road makes him look like he's a bit of a darker red than usual, and wow, yeah, this is easily the best red of these three McQueens. This barely counts as a red. This is just really ugly maroon purple color with blue seeping through for some reason. This, of course, is a very light red, similar to a lot of regular color changer McQueens, but this one, I gotta say, I'm impressed that this red looks this good. And unlike this McQueen, the color is consistent throughout. I gotta say, I really like how the red turned out on this McQueen. Now, since I have a regular On the Road McQueen, I really have no need to keep this guy in the red color, but I think he does look pretty good, and honestly, he may be a bit more of an accurate color. I've said in the past that I think the color changer Fabulous McQueen is a bit more accurate in color to the die cast. Honestly, this may be a similar case. I think he might be a little bit... no, he's definitely a bit too dark, but still. It is nice to have this McQueen change to a darker red. I wouldn't say it's the most accurate. Some shade between these two is probably the most accurate color that you could get to a regular On the Road McQueen, but still, gotta say I'm pretty impressed with this guy in cold water. I was expecting this again. Very glad that I got something different. But yeah, at the end of the day, not the biggest fan of this release, but I mean, if you are choosing between buying the pack with Guido and this, I'd say definitely get the single. I like this light blue a lot better than I like how the single looks, but if you're actually going to be playing this with this McQueen and you're going to be changing its color, you're going to want something that doesn't look like this when you dip it in cold water. So yeah, I think, you know, which McQueen is your favorite is all up to personal preference. I honestly don't really have a favorite of these three McQueens. I really like this light blue, but I hate the cold water color, but the light blue is probably my favorite color scheme on any of these McQueens. And I really like the red on this McQueen, so, you know, some combination of all of these three would probably make up my favorite. Hopefully Mattel learns their lesson and releases other cars that aren't just McQueens the next time they make more color changers. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now. Man, he flipped upside down. You can't even see him. That was supposed to look cool.